Okay, this is the Elecraft K2 that I have for sale on eBay, but I want to go ahead and show the radio off first because I'm quite proud of its construction. This is one of two radios that I've had the pleasure to assemble. The other one is my regular everyday rig. I really don't have the need for this one any longer. I'll show you what it looks like internally. This radio has this sideband kit in it, the noise blanker kit in it, and has the automatic antenna tuner kit in it. Okay, now, as you can see, it has the automatic antenna tuner kit in it. It has the sideband kit and the noise blanker kit in it. To separate the top and the bottom, you disconnect this cable. Make sure all the wires are on the one side here. For the data communication between the antenna tuner and the radio. This is the communication for the speaker, and it goes down here on the speaker jack. And here's the one for the antenna. So it brings the RF up from the bottom into the antenna tuner. So, and once again, there's your antenna tuner. I just put a 9-pin jack in there to fill that hole. There's no computer kit in it. It doesn't have the battery kit in it either, or the transverter input and output. I'll go ahead and set the lid off on the side here, show you what the inside of the radio looks like. So, give you some idea of the quality of this radio, which I'm very, very impressed with. The two people that designed it did a fantastic job coming up with the mechanicals, how it puts itself together, how the boards integrate to the system. So I'm pleased to show you the inside of this radio. I'll also have some still pictures posted about this radio as well. In a moment I'll go ahead and turn it on and show you how it operates. There's two more screws to get the front panel off. It's really a beautiful design. Tuning for the different bands, antenna filters for the RF suppression, the sideband board, how the crystals are all grounded, every single one of them. And of course, if you just take all the proper bolts and nuts out, the front panel comes right off, as you see. This gives you an excellent view of the quality solder work that's inside this radio. That's the audio filter, where it would plug in, which I don't have the external one. Here's the back of the control panel. This is set up straight across, so you can use a Kenwood 8-pin mic, and it'll plug right in and operate into the 8-pin jack here on the front of the radio. The original knob is no longer with the radio. This knob is the knob off of a Yaesu radio, and it fits and operates very smoothly, very nice. Sits a little bit off the deck, but it's a wonderful operating radio and a wonderful operating knob for this radio. Reassembly is exact opposite. You line up this set of pins with that jack right there. And it's easy to do. All you have to do is line up the face right here with the metal blocks that are on it, and then just press it down into place. And that's it. Put those 6 screws back in, 2 on top, 2 on bottom, 2 on the back. As you can see, this is no basket case. Hand wired all the toroidal chokes and transformers and the one binocular transformer down there myself. It's a wonderful kit to make. If you ever get an opportunity to build one yourself, whether you're bidding on this or not, I recommend doing it. It's a wonderful, wonderful kit. I've spent about 40 hours building this particular kit, and it was truly a labor of love. Never had to hit the troubleshooting charts. I ended up putting resistor 168 where 186 went, and 186 where 168. When I went to go place it in there, I noticed that I put the wrong resistor in the wrong place, and I had to move that one resistor, and that was the only change. Other than that, it tuned up perfectly and came up perfectly when I built it. So no rework or anything else. This radio is new enough where it had the inductor changed on the bottom of it. It's been almost 10 years now. I can't even remember what that inductor did, but right on the bottom of the circuit board there used to be an inductor that you put on it, and what you did is you created a toroid and put it up underneath it, and that inductor is under there. So those 6 screws are in, so the face panel is back on. When you want to go put the lid back on, line it up. The speaker jack, make sure you look and double check and triple check everything you put together. It's right there. So, speaker jack, the green wires to the top. And that goes back on here. Connect the data section back up to the antenna tuner, and then hook up the auxiliary RF. This one doesn't even have the auxiliary 12 volt because, of course, well, the doesn't have the battery. My other radio does have the battery on it. The lid, 6 more screws. And it goes right back together. In just a second, I'll take it inside, hook it up to an antenna and a watt meter, show you that it's making the proper power, and it receives like a dream. And the filters are wonderful in this radio as well. CW is absolutely fantastic. Even though it's a 15 watt radio, I've used this radio to talk around the world. Use it with PSK 31 at 5 watts and literally made communications with Israel with it. Wonderful. And that was with the G5RV back in about 2001. It worked very well. So, once again, there's your Elecraft K2 that you'll be bidding on. And thank you very much for watching the video, and hopefully you'll be successful in your bidding.